to Sugar Coated. I'm your host, Adrienne Garland, the CEO and founder of She Leads Media. For far too long, women have been conditioned to sugarcoat their words, their actions, and the way they show up in the world, and to conform to certain cultural norms and ideals. This is inherently designed to keep those who are outside of the norm from gaining power, prestige, wealth, and influence, preventing more women from being recognized and respected as the powerful leaders that we truly are. Join me each week as we dive into raw conversations with remarkable, uncompromising, and inspirational women that will encourage you to strip away your sugarcoating and move boldly in the direction of your magnificent dreams. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Sugar Coated. I am so excited to be here today solo. This is my first episode of what I'm calling my summer solo series. And the reason that I'm doing a solo series is because I had a little bit of a lull in guests. I think it's because everybody's sort of taking the summer off. I have a whole bunch of guests lined up for end of August and into September. So I thought that it would be a perfect opportunity for me to talk about some of the things that I am doing, some of the things that I'm thinking about, and to share that with you on this solo series this summer. So you'll be hearing from me once a week for the next couple of weeks until the end of August. And I'm going to be sharing with you some of the things that I'm working on, some of the things that I'm thinking about, and some of the things that I just find to be interesting. So this is like many other things that we as entrepreneurs do. This is a little bit of an experiment, and I am really, really excited about it. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump right in. The topic that I wanted to talk about today was the topic of overwhelm. I actually just recorded this, or I thought I recorded it a little while ago, and I kind of ran through a list of all of the things that I have on my plate. And the reason that I wanted to do that is not to brag, because I actually am not proud of all of the things that I have on my plate, but rather to let you know that I, maybe like you, have taken on more than I can handle at this, I guess, season of my life. Now, I've always been somebody who has been able to juggle multitude of things at the same time and do it, I think, with pretty much grace and ease. And I have noticed over the last couple of years that sometimes I would maybe be a little late for things, maybe drop the ball on some of those things. And so I started to notice that, this was happening, whereas in the past, I don't think that that would have happened to me. I was always incredibly responsible, early to everything. And that that has started to, unwind over the last couple of years. I have no idea exactly what the one reason is, and I don't think that there is one reason. I do think that it is due to just, increasing responsibilities, and just, changes that all of us go through as we get older, most especially for women as we are getting into our 40s or 50s and beyond. And I think some of the things that we did when we were younger were out of energy of trying to prove ourselves. And as we sort of, prove ourselves, we realized that we really didn't have to prove ourselves. And who were we proving ourselves to anyway? So, okay, I wanted to let you know that just being me and sort of letting you know who I am and what I'm all about. I have a long list of things that I actually do and that I'm responsible for. And some of those things I truly, truly love. Actually, all of the things that I'm doing, I truly, truly love. It's just that I realize that, all of the things are just too much. And so I'm in a place right now in my professional life where I need to make a decision on how to let a couple of things go. And to be honest with you, I do not know what to let go because, like I said, I do love everything that I'm doing. And I don't want to make these decisions based on solely, well, where's the money? Because making decisions with that as the primary criteria never work out well for me and probably for you. So I want to know if you can kind of relate to some of the things that I'm doing and to some of the decisions that I am going to make eventually. And we'll have to figure out what the timing is around all of that. But one of the things that I think is super important is to kind of recognize that you don't need to do all of the things in order to be a fully self-actualized and happy, joyful person. Yes, money is important. We all need it to live and to do the things that we want to do. But sometimes the pursuit of money gets us to a place where we don't want to be. And then it's difficult to unwind some of those things. So if you do have a long list of things that you want to share with me, or if you want to get off your chest, please feel free to shoot me an email at adrienne@sheleadsmedia.com. You can also just send me a voicemail message. Maybe let me know all the things that you have going on your plate, but maybe a better thing to do is to let me know some of the strategies that you are using to make decisions on what you need to let go of in order to make some more room in your life for those things that truly bring you joy and happiness. So I just kind of want to go over, because I want to get it off my chest, and I hope that you can appreciate this. I just wanted to go over some of the things that I'm doing. And again, it's not to brag. It's rather to just let you know that I, like you, am somebody that has stacked everything together and I'm feeling overwhelmed. And I just want to let you know that, if you're feeling like I'm feeling, then you're not alone. These things that I'm listing are things that I love and that I do. So I'll start at a high level. I am an adjunct instructor at 2 different universities. And I also am a marketing consultant offering PR, marketing, and visibility services. I am a podcast host. Here I am. I'm a podcast host of Sugar Coated. I have a podcast network called the She Leads Podcast Network, where there are many different women podcast hosts who have shows that are on the She Leads Podcast Network. And I also produce a conference called She Leads Live every single year in New York City. And this year it's taking place on October 13th. So side note, go get your tickets. And even more so than that, if you are a sponsor or you would like to be a sponsor of the She Leads Live conference, please get in touch with me, Adrienne@sheleadsmedia.com. And we can talk about putting together a package that is going to help you get the visibility that you deserve in front of an incredible group of women. Okay, that's a side note. So the adjunct instructor roles that I have, I'm teaching a couple of different classes at NYU Tisch Center for Hospitality. In the event management graduate program, I teach a class called Entrepreneurship and Business Plan Development. And I love it because I love entrepreneurship. I especially love entrepreneurship teaching and instruction. Not that you can necessarily teach entrepreneurship, but you can teach what an entrepreneurial mindset is all about. And you can help people to go within and uncover what their vivid vision is for their lives and help guide them through that so that they can pursue their dreams. I truly, truly, truly believe that entrepreneurship is a really great option, especially for women. And the one thing that we need to learn how to do is we need to learn how to launch these businesses while reducing risk and grow and scale them so that they're profitable, so that we can earn as much as possible, so that we can make change in this world. And that's why I feel so honored to be able to teach this class. I've done that for, I think, a little over 2 years. It's probably getting on 3 years now. And it's one of the great joys of my life. I teach it online and in person as well. I also just recently started teaching a class at NYU about customer relationship management, CRM, and loyalty. And that has been a lot of fun, but it also has been extremely challenging for me because of the format that it's in. It's a hybrid class, meaning that I am live instructing online a couple of days a week. And the other days where I'm not live, I am recording the different sessions for the students to watch and answer questions and do all the good things. And it's a sprint class that happens over 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. So there's a ton of content. There's a semester's worth of content packed into 2.5 weeks. Can you imagine? So I am instructing that class, and the people that are in that class are phenomenal. So just shout out to them. They know who they are. The other thing that I do is I teach in the online MBA program at Rice University, the Jones School of Business. And I am honored to be a live instructor there. I instruct a class called The New Enterprise, and that is an entrepreneurship class as well. That is all about launching a business while reducing risk. And we work on getting uncomfortable and staying in a place that we don't want to be so that we can gain deep insight so that when we do move forward, we move forward with confidence that what it is that we are putting out into the marketplace is going to be something where there is a product market fit. So lots of great stuff in that class. I teach 2 of those classes back to back in the evenings, and that is a sprint class as well. Are we seeing themes here? Entrepreneurship, pitch decks, launching, reducing risk, sprinting. Okay. The other thing that I do is I take students along with incredible staff of people at Rice University. I'm a faculty member for a program called the Global Field Experience. And it's as amazing as it sounds. I get to work with students, online MBA students who are working with startup businesses in different countries in South America, Latin America. And last year we were actually in Berlin, Germany. So I'll throw Europe in there, although I don't think that we're going back there. But I've been over the last 2 years to Lima, Peru twice, Santiago, Chile, to Sao Paulo, Brazil. And next up on the itinerary is Bogota, Colombia. And it's just one of the things that I absolutely love doing. And I just feel so grateful and blessed that I'm able to travel and see places that I don't know if I would have seen on my own. So I get this opportunity to do that and to be with students and to be with incredible members of the Rice team and just have an all-around amazing experience immersing ourselves in the culture and all of that. And then the other thing that I do at Rice University, it's just the first time that I've ever done it. I hope to be able to do it again. But I participate in a program where I'm helping an undergraduate student do some research in the field of advancement of women and underrepresented groups in the fields of education and healthcare. And she's doing a super creative project at the end of all of this that I am flying to Houston to witness in person her final presentation. And I couldn't be more proud of her and all of the incredible work that she's done. So as you can hopefully hear, I am just in love with this phase of my life where I get to meet all different types of people from all over the world and go to places all over the world and hopefully guide them in the right direction when it comes to business challenges, entrepreneurial ventures, and the like. Wow, right? That's just the teaching that I do. I also have a couple of clients whom I love, both women entrepreneurs, both incredible badasses in their own right and in their own way. One works with corporate on leadership programs for women, and one is an online and wholesale business that sells incredible products that are super functional and fashionable to women. I'm attending the Atlanta Gift Show, actually flying out tomorrow morning early to help establish and sell into more wholesale accounts, doing lots of stuff with e-commerce and what that all means and looks like and customer service. And it's super interesting and tons of fun. Yeah. So, and then I mentioned the podcast network, and the conference. So that is my long list of things that I do professionally. You think that that's enough? Yeah, I do. I think it's more than enough. In addition to all of that, I do help my husband, who has his own business. It's a commercial fire alarm business, and I help him with a variety of different things. I won't go into them because they probably sound boring, but they're the things that need to get done in a growing business in order for that business to remain profitable. And I have a stake in that because it's my husband's business, and it really, it contributes to our entire household income. So I have a stake in that. I'm also a mom to 2 college-age young men who are growing into wonderful people, responsible. Let's hope that continues. And I said it before in my recording, I'm a dog mom. And I said I've never called myself a dog mom. And I actually think that sounds weird. That is words that don't feel comfortable coming out of my mouth. But I do love my dog. He is a Landseer Newfoundland, meaning that his colorings are black and white, and he's gorgeous, and he is a big baby. But he brings our whole family lots and lots of joy, and he is sitting outside of my room right now because all he wants to do is be near me. So yeah, I wanted to throw out to all of you, I'm going to be talking about a lot of different things over this summer solo series. And I wanted to know what you might want to hear from me. So go ahead and go to sheleadspodcasts.com and go over to the Sugar Coated podcast. And you can click on the voicemail message and send me a voicemail and let me know what you want to hear from me. I am going to be talking about a couple of different topics over the next couple of weeks. One topic that I'm going to talk about, it'll probably take an episode or two, is artificial intelligence, or AI. I'm obsessed, and I'm in the camp right now that I feel that there's a ton of potential. I do know that it can go awry, but I'm not there yet. I'm not willing to go to the place where AI takes over the world and I call it bad. I am still at the place where I see great potential, and I do believe in the goodness of people and the fact that there are many people that are looking out to make sure that, things don't go awry, even though they could, right? But people said that when we launched, when the internet came to being, when probably television came to being, when we walked on the moon, all of that, everybody's afraid, and I understand why. But these are things that we do need to lean into if we are going to continue to advance. And I do think that AI holds the potential to really help women entrepreneurs, which is why I'm so interested in learning all about it. I do feel like it's going to be a game changer. So I'm going to be talking about that a little bit, or maybe even a lot more, over the next couple of weeks. The other thing that I am going to be talking about is the entrepreneurial mindset, and then some of the challenges that women especially are facing as we are launching and growing businesses, and hopefully giving some really sound, solid, actionable advice so that you can avoid some of the mistakes that I see people making. So please email me if you want to hear about something different. I'm probably going to talk about some fun stuff too, because that's just not what I typically do on the Sugar Coated podcast, but this is Sugar Coated. So I'm going to sort of pull back the curtain and let you know about the things that I really love, about the things that piss me off, and just removing the sugar coating in general. And I encourage all of you to do that as well. So until next time, until my next solo episode, which will be coming out not this Friday, but next Friday, thank you so much for listening. And I can't wait to hear from you. So don't forget to leave me a voicemail message.